If you're an American thinking about dating someone from Iran, stop for a moment and prepare yourself. Because this isn't just about romance, it's about walking into one of the most complex cultural clashes in the world. Welcome to Cultural Clashes, the channel where we uncover what really happens when love crosses borders. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment and share this video. Trust me, after this story, you'll want to add your opinion to the debate. Dating across cultures always brings challenges. But Americans dating Iranians face a completely different dimension of difficulty. It's not just two people, it's two entire civilizations colliding. On one side, American culture built on independence, individual choice, and the belief that love should be free. On the other side, Iranian culture, shaped by centuries of tradition, religion, family expectations, and social codes that run deeper than most outsiders can imagine. When these two worlds meet in romance, sparks fly, but not always the good kind. Let's imagine a couple. Alex, a 31-year-old American from Chicago. He's open-minded, curious, and believes relationships should be built on equality and freedom. And then there's Layla, a 27-year-old Iranian from Tehran. She's smart, strong-willed and passionate, but she carries the weight of cultural expectations that Alex doesn't even see at first. When they meet, the attraction is instant. Alex is drawn to her grace, her mystery and her depth. Layla is fascinated by his openness, his humor and his sense of independence. For a while, everything feels magical. But soon, the cultural clash begins to appear. The first and biggest challenge is family. In America, relationships usually start with two people. Parents might meet later, but their approval is not always decisive. In Iran, family is everything. Love doesn't just belong to the couple, it belongs to the entire community. Layla knows from the beginning that if her family doesn't approve, their relationship has no future. Alex doesn't understand this. Why should your parents decide who you love? He asks. For him, love is personal. For her, love without family approval is impossible. This difference is not a small detail. It's the foundation of their clash. Religion plays an equally powerful role. For Alex, religion is private, something optional, even secondary. For Layla, it's part of her daily life, her identity, her community. Dating, marriage, even friendship are shaped by faith and tradition. When Alex suggests living together before marriage, Layla is shocked. For her, that's not only unacceptable, it's dishonorable. He sees it as normal, a way to test compatibility. She sees it as sin, a threat to her family's reputation. What he calls modern, she calls disrespectful. Gender roles create another battlefield. In America, equality is the expectation. Men and women share responsibilities, split bills, and negotiate roles. In Iran, many relationships are still shaped by tradition. Men are expected to provide, to lead, to protect. Women are expected to nurture, support, and prioritize family. Alex thinks splitting rent is fair. Layla interprets it as lack of commitment. Alex encourages her to chase her career fully. Layla feels torn. Her culture pushes her toward marriage and children first. Both want love, but their definitions of roles within that love are not aligned. Even communication styles reveal differences. Americans are direct. If Alex doesn't like something, he says it plainly. I disagree. I need space. In Iranian culture, communication is often indirect, layered with nuance. Layla avoids confrontation to maintain harmony. She may say, maybe later, when she really means no. Alex hears hesitation, not refusal. He pushes forward, thinking she's undecided. She feels he's ignoring her. What he sees as persistence, she sees as disrespect. Public displays of affection expose another clash. In the US, couples kiss, hug, and hold hands freely. In Iran, these gestures are restricted, even forbidden in public. Layla feels uncomfortable when Alex kisses her in public, even outside Iran, because it's ingrained in her upbringing. For Alex, affection is proof of love. For her, love is private, shown through care, sacrifice, and subtlety. What he calls distant, she calls dignified, and then there's jealousy. Americans often see jealousy as insecurity, a sign of mistrust. But in Iran, jealousy can be tied to honor. A man is expected to protect his partner's reputation. A woman is expected to guard her loyalty carefully. When Alex laughs with a female friend, Layla feels disrespected. When Layla refuses to post photos of them online, Alex feels invisible. Both are reacting through their cultural lenses, but to each other it feels like betrayal. Even daily habits create tension. Alex invites Layla to casual parties with friends, where people drink and relax. For her, this feels uncomfortable, not just because of personal beliefs, but because of the cultural weight behind such gatherings. She worries about what her family would think, what her community would say. For him, it's just fun. For her, it's risk. As time passes, what seemed exotic at first starts to feel heavy. Alex admires Layla's loyalty and devotion, but he feels suffocated by the constant involvement of her family. Layla admires Alex's independence, but she feels unsafe in a love without boundaries and rules. His freedom feels like chaos. Her tradition feels like control. Both are right in their own worlds, but together they clash, and this is only the beginning. Because the deeper the relationship goes, the more the differences grow. Marriage, children, religion, community, all of these turn small disagreements into impossible walls. For Americans dating Iranians, love is never just about two people. It's about two cultures colliding head-on. In the next part, we'll dive deeper into the darker side of this clash, how honor, loyalty, and tradition can turn love into a battlefield. And we'll ask the real question: can Americans and Iranians ever truly understand each other in love, or is the gap just too wide to bridge? Stay tuned, because the clash is only getting started. As the months pass, Alex and Layla's relationship becomes less about romance and more about navigating a cultural minefield. What started as curiosity and attraction now feels like a constant negotiation of values. And the deeper they go, the heavier the differences become. The first major wall comes with marriage expectations. In the US, marriage is a personal decision between two people. Some couples marry after years, others never marry at all. But in Iranian culture, marriage is not optional. It's the natural next step, and often sooner than Americans expect. Layla's parents begin asking questions. What are his intentions? When will he propose? For Alex, this pressure feels overwhelming. He believes marriage should come when both are ready. For her, delaying marriage risks dishonor and endless family gossip. Love is no longer just their choice. It becomes a deadline set by tradition. Then comes the issue of religion. Alex is open-minded, spiritual but not religious. He doesn't see why religion should define his relationship. But for Layla, faith is tied to family, community, and identity. Her parents expect her partner to follow certain customs, prayers, celebrations, rules about food and dress. Alex hesitates. He respects her faith, but he doesn't want to change his own identity. To Layla's family, this hesitation looks like disrespect. To Alex, their demands feel like control. What he calls freedom, they call rebellion. Gender roles create another storm. Alex believes in equality. Both should work. Both should share household responsibilities. Both should pursue dreams. But Layla's culture places weight on different roles. Her family expects Alex to provide financially, to be the leader, the protector. When he suggests moving to another city for her career opportunity, she is touched, but also conflicted. For her family, his willingness to follow her is weakness, not love. Once again, their definitions of partnership clash. Even friendship dynamics cause friction. Alex has close female friends, which is normal in American culture. For Layla, this is unacceptable. In her world, loyalty means exclusivity, not just physically, but socially. She feels disrespected by his casual interactions with women. He feels accused of things he hasn't done. What is normal for him feels like betrayal for her. And jealousy, tied to honor, becomes a constant shadow over their love. The role of community intensifies the conflict. In America, relationships are mostly private. Friends may give advice, but the couple decides. In Iran, relationships are subject to constant social scrutiny. Neighbors, extended family, and even co-workers comment on whether the couple is proper. When Alex fails to bring flowers on a holiday, whispers spread. Does he truly value her? For him, love is about feelings. For her world, love must be proven through actions visible to others. Even conflict resolution looks different. Alex prefers calm discussions, open honesty, and compromise. Layla, raised in a culture where emotions run deep, expects intensity. Silence, tears, dramatic arguments, these are part of her love language. When Alex stays calm, she feels ignored. When she raises her voice, he feels attacked. They are speaking different emotional languages, and neither feels understood. Over time, Alex begins to feel suffocated. Every choice, from what he wears to who he talks to, seems to carry consequences. Layla begins to feel insecure. His independence feels like distance, his hesitation like rejection. They both love each other, but love now feels like a battlefield with no peace. This is the warning for Americans dating Iranians. Love is never just about two people. It's about families, traditions, religion, honor, and society. To succeed, an American must be willing to adapt, to sacrifice, to understand a system far older and stricter than their own. Without that, the relationship becomes a storm of misunderstandings. But here's the paradox. What makes Iranian love so difficult is also what makes it so intense. Loyalty, devotion, sacrifice, these are powerful forces. For many Americans, the depth of Iranian love is intoxicating. It feels stronger, deeper, more serious than what they're used to. But with that intensity comes weight, and not everyone can carry it. So should Americans date Iranians? Only if they are ready to give more than they ever thought possible. Only if they are prepared to put family above self, tradition above freedom, and devotion above independence. Because in Iran, love is not casual, it is destiny. And that's why so many Americans walk away surprised, exhausted, and sometimes heartbroken. They came seeking romance, but they found themselves in a cultural battlefield where love is not just an emotion, it is an obligation. So tell me, would you survive dating an Iranian? Or would you walk away before the first battle began? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe to Cultural Clashes, and don't forget to share this video with someone who needs to hear it. Because when cultures collide, love is never simple. It's a war between worlds.